You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. We have a special guest in the building.
Yes, sir.
Taylor Bennett.
What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all, man? Thanks for having me on the show, man. Big fan. Appreciate you.
You can lower the
guys
mic a
on
little bit so we can
platform.
see your face.
Oh, where? My bad. Yeah, I'm a little
Cheers,
shorty,
really
you know
low,
what I'm saying?
We're all short.
Yeah, but no, I was just saying
side.
thank you guys for having me on the platform, man. I've been a big fan of everything you guys do, so
Supporter.
thanks for opening the
I don't like
arms,
the word
man.
fan. That sucks.
Man, I'm a
Supporter.
fan.
What's wrong with being a fan? I'm a fan of a lot of people.
I like to say I'm supporting people. You know what I mean?
I like
feel
being a
that.
fan.
I feel that because it's like a fan. I feel that. Yeah.
Last time I saw you, I was like, we got to get you on the Breakfast Club.
Yeah,
one day.
yo. I was actually talking to my girl about that when we found out that we were doing this. I was like, yo, I can't wait to get on the show because I know we had talked at the
Right.
Kia you did. Yeah.
And now the timing is great because you have the new EP, Be Yourself.
Right, yeah.
I was listening to it this morning, and I told
Hey, you checked
everybody.
it out?
Everybody's like, "What do you think of it?" I said, "I like it." I said, "The bars are there. I just feel like he hasn't learned how to be in pocket with his flow yet."
I feel that. I used to look up at the stars, wonder if they really there. If she was, why he give me hand-me-downs every year? Why my mama hate my dad and why my daddy never here? Why I got this IEP and why can't I just be prepared? Why these teachers laugh at me when I say I'ma beat a mayor? When I say I'm serious, why they smiles don't disappear? Cause I write that CTA 4.0 at my GPA. My mama was so proud of me. Lisa Bennett, not Lisa Ray. She been scratching lottery tickets when we gon' see the place. And on top of that, got my first suspension like yesterday. They know I'm almost 7 now. Why these niggas gon' mess with me? If I got a problem, still call up Zeke, he gon' rescue me. Used to hit up Jay for that recipe, now it's rest in peace. Shaylo, you could rest in peace. Damo, you could rest in peace. Maurice, you could rest in peace. Damn, that shit got the best of me. Used to leave McDonald's with empty bottles and good gelato. When it's hot Chicago, we moving like the clutch off the throttle. Now it's less McDonald's like models coming from Colorado. If I painted my story, my canvases over couldn't follow. Used to stay up late nights wanting what I couldn't borrow. Now it's hello world, hella yellow girls. In my bed and twirl, so much more than my dictionary could infer. I just had to write this track like goddamn on my stomach hurt. Cause we all independent and this bitch and he could fucking merch. Been a while since I've been to church, no wonder I'm feeling cursed. Wishing this was over back when ain't nobody give a fuck. Before this acid rain dancing, that's when we were good enough. From playpens to stadiums, that's a lot of growing up. I just thought I'd open up because we on The Breakfast Club.
Drop on the club
Okay,
bomb
all
for Taylor
right.
Bennett.
Take
You know,
that,
I gotta
Charlamagne.
use y'all platform, man. So thank
No,
you.
but I'm saying, take
That's off
that.
the EP. It's not
The flow didn't
freestyle.
sound good to you, though?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
I didn't say he didn't sound
Man,
good.
you know, Charlamagne gonna challenge me out. You know what I'm saying? I
Yeah.
appreciate that, so.
He was sitting on the beat. He didn't. Charlamagne didn't think
Love.
he
Yeah,
was
he
If
just
I-
wasn't in pocket, like, you know, but
Right,
like
on
I said, the
everything.
bars were there.
Right,
When did
thank
you
you. I
start
appreciate
rapping?
that.
Did you start rapping after your brother, or did you? You
Man,
the first?
no, I think I started rapping probably a little bit after him. I'm younger than him, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we started at the same times, kind of freestyling around and, you know, like fundamentals, you know what I'm saying?
Has there ever been an interview where someone didn't mention Chance the Rapper for you?
It was almost this one.
I didn't say anything about this.
I'm just fucking with you. It's my brother, you know what I'm saying? He's the biggest
Do you hate
independent
that,
artist. Man, no, he's the biggest independent artist in the world, you know what I'm saying? I can't hate, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really come from, you know what I'm saying? We really come from nothing, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, when we get to this light, you know, they want to see us go head to head. We ain't going head to head. You know, that's my brother, man.
Go ahead
And
in
it
a positive way.
doesn't help that y'all look alike.
Right. It don't help.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You see my teeth, though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, y'all sounded like too even when y'all rap. So when you make
Yeah.
music, do you try to make music that's different than his, so to speak?
Man, you know what? I spent a long time in my life doing that. And I can't lie, you know what I'm saying? As a artist, I spent a long time, you know, looking at my brother as somebody that was just doing and trying to not sound like him now. And I remember my biggest album, Broad Shoulders, my dad told me we were in the car, we were on the ride, and he was like, I was talking to him about this stuff. He was like, man, you know what, let me tell you something. Stop trying to not sound like him. It's like, that's your
Just be
blood.
yourself.
That's you. We got almost the same vocal box, you know what I'm saying? Write what Taylor Bennett wants to write.
That's what I think separates you from Chance. Your life experiences versus his. Similar but different.
Similar but different.
Yeah.
All right, now, when you came out on Twitter
Yeah.
as bisexual,
Yeah.
you said that you hadn't even told your family yet.
I
They
hadn't.
found out at the same time as the rest of the world found out.
They did.
Stop breaking news like that via Twitter,
on.
man. Tell your family first, Taylor.
Were
Man.
they a little offended? Like, well, you couldn't tell us first?
Man, I don't think they were really a little bit offended. My pops is right here in the corner. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they're offended. I think they're really happy for me. You know, I got parents that are, you know what I'm saying? They're great. And, you know, they're visionaries more than anything. And, you know, I think something that's very uncommon with kids that are coming out is feeling so comfortable with the fact that your family gonna accept you, that you don't even, that's not even one of the people that you're thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Something that we work very closely with is homeless youth in Chicago, like La Clase Norte, because a lot of homeless youth is actually LGBTQ. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of those problems actually stem from kids coming out and their parents kicking them out their crib.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And so for me, that was something that I never had to worry about. I have amazing parents. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of kids that don't have that. So, you know, what's crazy is that, you know what I'm saying, I wasn't ever worried about my parents. You know what I'm saying? My parents love me no matter who I am, you know what I'm saying? No matter what I do, they always gonna love me. I'm family. That don't mean they're gonna be proud of me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so it was, we were all in Miami. Malibu was the day before my birthday, man. And I think they were all happy. You know, I think they could tell that there was something, you know, in my life, you know what I'm saying, a part of me that I hadn't shared. You know what I'm
They
saying?
probably already knew.
Yeah. No, I mean, my dad told me, he was like, you know what I'm saying, when I came out, he was like, man, you know, I kind of had, you know, some clues, but I'm going to let you do your own thing. You know what I'm saying? My dad, you know, he's a great man. He never, you know what I'm saying, really, he lets you do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? You got to learn, so.
Was it something you always knew, like when, or was it something where you had an experience and you were like, okay?
Well, you know what? I'll tell you, honestly, it is something that I've definitely always felt a trace of. But I'm going to be honest, too. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on the south side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Most of my friends, you know what I'm saying, were in gangs and shit. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't acceptable, and I'm not going to act like it was. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I came out when I was 21. And, you know, that's actually the reason why I'm even making this project now is not for me, because I already lived through this shit. I already went through high school. I already made my choices. I've already, you know what I'm saying? But there's kids that's going to come after us, and I realized that was some shit that I was it was stolen from me. You know what I'm saying? I think that as black, you know what I'm saying, black people, we can all feel that shit. When you get to that 21, 25 age where the cops ain't pulling you over all the fucking time no more, but you just like, damn, like, this shit done. I ain't no kid no more. You know what I'm saying? These opportunities, and, you know, I think it's like that for a reason. It's set up where, you know what I'm saying, you got this much time, this window, and then they get you past that shit, and then, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt. And I don't like that feeling. You know what I'm saying? I'm not somebody that likes to feel constrained. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's how I felt a long time and a long period of my life. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, as an artist, that's why I want to change that. Because, you know, I do have the platform, you know what I'm saying, to come up here, y'all, you know, to talk about that.
One of our producers were happy that you came out. You were in his girl's DMs, and he was nervous that you was going to take his girl.
He can still take his girl.
Yeah, he still
He's
can.
bisexual.
Wait,
he
yeah.
can still take
I could take his girl. I'm bisexual. Thank you, Charlamagne. Genius in the room. That's something that I also just wanted to state. I know you guys are, you know what I'm saying, very politically correct. You guys know. But just for the platform, you know, to be bisexual means to like girls and to be attracted to males as well.
Yeah.
So just to state that, I know, you know what I'm saying.
So don't breathe easy.
How'd you know it was him?
Because I heard Daniel whispering to you earlier. I just can't remember. He was just like, I just heard him say, my girl, and then Taylor. And I was typing because I wasn't really paying too much attention.
Like,
but I put two together.
Wait. You said, what happened though? What you said?
This guy right here, you was in
I was in your girl's DMs?
Yeah, just a
Oh,
little
man.
bit.
Well, still be
Damn.
careful, Dan.
Did she reply back, Daniel?
He don't know. He don't know. If you
Man, when you hear that she was in somebody's DMs and you
She was
starting to
single
get
at the
famous,
time,
that's
so
when
she
you get
did.
scared.
She
and
was single
shit.
at the time.
She what?
She was single at the time, so she
Oh. All right, man. Well, I would never holler at your girl right now. Especially not on the Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying?
Can you just spell a man?
He was showing me the heart emojis
Because
and everything. I was
sometimes
like,
it's
man.
hard
Oh,
for me
damn, I
to...
was sending the gold hearts.
Yeah, you was. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
She's not single now, right? Lock it in, Dan.
Don't worry, I wouldn't. I'm not that kind of guy, man.
All right, now I want you to dispel something because sometimes I'm the only girl in the room and we have these discussions.
Yeah.
A threesome, right?
Yeah.
These guys would tell me a threesome is two girls and a guy.
Two girls and a guy, but
it
then
can't
from your
be-
perspective,
I
it could
think it'd be two guys and a girl too.
A threesome
Two
could
guys
be
and a
any
girl
of
is a
that
train.
shit. And I'ma just.
That's not true.
You said two guys and a girl is a train?
Yeah.
I feel you. All right. Now that's some very accurate shit that he just said. I think that honestly, like, it don't matter if you're a girl or a dude. If it's three people doing some shit, it's a threesome.
That's why it's called a
now,
threesome.
if you want to break that shit down like that, it's definitely a train. If you got two dudes going in on a girl, it's a train. Now, if those two dudes is getting it in, that's a threesome though. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
the guys got to be getting it in too. And girls,
Oh, so that's what you? Yeah, you're right.
Because girls say
You're right. No,
girls will
and
say,
that is wrong. That is wrong. I like heard that hella times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Girls will say
That's
they ran
false.
a train on a guy.
I've never heard
Yeah,
that.
I've never heard that either.
Remy used to
And I'm
say that.
bisexual. I know all the
girl
terms.
Before
I never
Remy was
heard that.
married, Remy used to talk filthy, and she used to say that. She used to be like, me and my girl ran a train on
Because
the guy.
some guys,
Yeah,
sometimes
Charlamagne
if they
just
have
said talk
a
filthy.
threesome with 2 girls and the guy is just watching the 2 girls, that's not really a threesome then either. If he's not involved with both of them.
But the guy not just gonna be watching the 2 girls, right?
I never been good at math. Y'all lost me. Y'all lost me at this whole equation a long time ago.
We had 12
Let's talk
people.
about your album cover,
Yeah,
Being
yeah.
Yourself, and how you came up with the concept. You're in your underwear,
Yeah.
naked, rainbow underwear. And,
Speedos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Speedos.
Tidy whities actually. They look like a speedo though. I've had people tell me that. Like it's not a speedo.
And it's like a birthday celebration as well, it looks like.
Right. Yeah. So like I just stated a little bit earlier, the day before I turned 21, last year I came out as openly bisexual. Now I've been living in this hip hop world and the hip hop community since I was like 14. I've been rapping. I've only been living in the LGBTQ community for a year. So as an artist and as a person, I don't like to speak on things unless I really know about them. And it took me a year to, really not just look into myself, but also, become friends with different people that, are rising stars in the community, like India Moore, which is a star on Pose. Shout out to her.
Great show.
Great show, amazing show,
You guys
amazing
watch
people.
Pose?
No,
on
I keep
FX?
hearing about it. I haven't watched it.
You gotta check it out, man.
Yeah, it's
They do the
amazing.
most promo in like New York. I see but yeah, basically what I was saying is that, definitely just lost.
You was talking about the album cover.
Oh yeah,
You,
I
talking
was.
about you had a year with the LGP.
Oh yeah,
LGB.
LGBTQ. I had to, really go and, learn more about it. And, if I want to say that I want to make opportunities for a community, I have to know the community first, and I want to know where we're headed, and I got to know where we're headed. So, I had to go kind of do my background work on that. And then, as an artist, though, when you look at the cover art, because I went to, I kind of been overseas. I've been to London. I gotten a chance to, kind of get in the inner city and see what those kids are vibing with and what they do. And a lot of those kids are listening to famous Dex, you know what I'm saying, and Lil Herb and Taylor Bennett and a lot of these things that are going on in America. And what that really, I think, helped me understand is that hip hop is a global conversation now, right? And it's not really until you see Young Thug and Lil Uzi Vert wearing purses that, acceptance of LGBTQ, not just in the black community, but is all up in roars all over the place.
Young Thug is on your project. Why
Young
is he
Thug
such an inspiration to you?
Man, Young Thug is an inspiration to me because Young Thug is literally one of the most creative, day one, groundbreaking sacrifices, not just to be bi, not just to be gay, but to be yourself and to be weird and to be different. And just even in fucking America, we just have the highest rates of suicide because people can't fit in. You ain't supposed to fit in, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and, like, Thug, when I went to his studio, when I got to hang out with him, he's a dude that has so much love around him in this very, very, I would say, kind of like diluted world. And, for us, I know how I could feel, like coming from the south side of Chicago and then coming up here and then going back to my homies and shit and then feel like, oh shit, I'm, doing this and I'm doing that. He's never like that. You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't matter who you are. I was in Atlanta. Chance was just, clearly my older brother. You know what I'm saying? I met Thug a couple times and I just hit him like, yo, I'm in the A. I don't know nobody out here. You know what I'm saying? He was like, pull up on me. You don't got to do that. You know what I'm saying? And I know like, you could say it's rapper this, rapper that. You know what I'm saying? You just don't got to do that. And that's the kind of person he is. And, overall, genuinely, just as a person and what he's done and what he's showcased, you know what I'm saying? I'm impressed.
Were you curious about what his sexuality was?
Man, no. Honestly, something that people always ask me a lot of is like, they like, man, this bisexual, that. And I think like the biggest thing that a lot of people from my community want is that we want to be no different.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that we don't need a conversation to inform, but I'm saying that just because we gay don't mean you should treat us different. You know what I'm saying? And with that said, I ain't ask him that. I wasn't even, like, his sexuality had nothing to do with what I was impressed by. Everything I was impressed by, music, the way that he talked, the way that he worked, the work ethic. I don't care if you gay, straight, black, white, fat. I don't give a fuck. If you got that work, I'm gonna work with you. You know what I'm saying?
Have people treated you different in the industry since you came out?
You
No,
think hip hop
man.
is still
You know,
very homophobic, or
You said what?
you think hip hop is still very homophobic, or you think it's getting
I
better?
think that people make a misunderstanding of thinking that there's disconnection with the LGBTQ and the hip hop community, and there's really a huge disconnection between the LGBTQ community and the black community.
Hip hop is gay as hell.
Hip hop is gay as fuck.
There's so many gay people. in
Hip hop is
that-
gay as fuck.
Yes.
But also know that there's a lot of black people that never got the opportunity like me to come out. That, you know, are and that's what I'm trying to do is I want those motherfuckers to feel comfortable. All the niggas that might be even calling me gay, like, yo, that nigga gay, you know how that shit go.
You know.
I want your kids to feel comfortable. Nigga, you can hate on me, but I'm gonna put this out and I'm gonna make sure that when your kid is in school that he get to be whoever the fuck he wanna be.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you can hate me for it, but you know, Taylor Bennett is, you know what I'm saying, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? And my homies, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, they respect that. You know what I'm saying, no matter what.
You know, when I knew you was coming, I was like, all right, I want to talk to him, but I don't want to talk to him too much about Chance, and I don't want to talk to him too much about his sexuality because I don't think that's who he is, you know. So I listen to the album, but when I hear you say I'm an Afro-American bisexual
having shit,
I'm like, okay, I gotta ask.
You gotta ask
you know.
But you know,
good
that is
because
something. That's what I wanted to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I want Charlamagne to say that. You know what I'm saying? That's a big thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I got friends that seen you speak at HBCUs and all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, not just the role you play on here, but the role you play outside. That's a big deal for you to say. You know what I'm saying? You rock with that. You know what I'm saying? So thank you, man.
How much of your identity is rooted in your sexuality, though?
Man, I don't think that much of it at all. You know what I'm saying? I think that actually mainstream media is so distracted by that, it's hard to even get to the music. Right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's something that I knew scrolling down iTunes is like, man, you see the cover art before you hear the music. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm going to go out and I'm going to talk about it, then be all about it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, what you see is what you get. You know what I'm saying? If I could say that I'm a bisexual having shit on the tape, I should be able to wear rainbow Speedos on my cover album and be cool with that shit. Because if not, then I'm not real. You know what I'm
Do
saying?
the gay jokes bother you?
No, man, I don't really get that many gay jokes, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I'm black. Like, every joke was a gay joke growing up. Like, nigga, no. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It's not really a thing. Now, you know, like, people coming at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm a Bennett. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, you can't play us some kind of way because we not like that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm going to stand my ground. But, you know, at the same time, man, you know, you can't let stuff like that bother you, man. People gonna talk, they gonna, but you know, I'm gonna talk, you know what I'm saying, on The Breakfast Club. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be here with y'all, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's what matters to me as an artist, you know what I'm saying? I can't really even worry about that.
I always wonder what your father did, the political background that he has.
Yeah.
Did you and Chance ever sit around and say, you know what, we can't come at it in the traditional way. We want to have voices and we want to be part of the community, but we need to stand on a different platform than our father did. Is that why y'all chose music?
Man, that would be, maybe that's why God had us pick music, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I can't say for sure. You know, my dad is a politician, but you know, like, and I just want to say this on the air, for the record, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people look at my dad as a politician. You know what I'm saying? He is, you know, that guy and that great guy in Chicago. No matter if it's getting new garbage cans, no matter if it's sending me a chance over to mow your lawn and take your garbage out, still to this day. That's who my dad is. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know a lot of people. A lot of people.
I can see it.
I be cutting grass. I be doing all that shit. Y'all see, I was pretty chubby in my album photo. I've been, you know what I'm saying, getting in the gym and trying to change it, you know what I'm saying, just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, my life is moving differently. But, yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? My dad, you know what I'm saying, he's not super political, whatever, you know what I'm saying? My dad really is my best friend, you know what I'm saying? He's the realest dude that I know, you know what I'm saying, on this world, you know what I'm saying? Because I've seen what he's gone through. I know where we come from. I know where he's come from. And, you know, like, every day I'm blessed and I still know at 22 that God is my best friend. You know what I'm saying? And man, like, I can't even lie. I would be bullshitting if I didn't tell y'all a lot of my friends is locked up. I'd be bullshitting if I told y'all that a lot of my friends ain't dead. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? When people just be coming at him and just saying political shit, that shit make me mad. Because he a real black man. He out here. He's not just inspiring to me. There's other black kids that look up to him. You know what I'm saying? So I know you ain't mean to just say, like, political shit, but, you know, I had to get that off my chest. You know what I'm saying?
You said that we can't go after a whole system until we deal with the issues we have inside first.
Yeah,
Can you expound on
definitely.
that a little bit?
Yo, and this is basically what I meant by that. Something that I have a very big conversation with very often is like, I'm LGBTQ and I'm black, and I don't represent with being black because black people don't respect me as a gay person, so why would I recognize this class? There are a lot of different, and you know who else also said that? Is Malcolm X said that. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of different problems that we have on the inside of our communities, and these are actually problems that we can fix. And I've seen you talk about a lot of them. In the community, it takes a presence, right? And that presence used to be at the church. And you know, that's probably why me and Chance be rapping about all this gospel shit, because we spent a lot of time in the church. No matter if we was in the hood, we was in the church as kids. You know what I'm saying? And basically, like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, I'm sorry, it's so early, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead. You got time. You good?
But yeah, I just really feel like, you know what I'm saying, God's presence is a very, you know what I'm saying, factorable thing, like in my life. And I know in my dad's life, and I know that presence needs to be in the community. And I know that it's not churches no more, and it's not after school programs in Chicago, because, you know, like, the mayor cut that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that I was missing that shit. I know that I didn't have. And, like, it's low-key crazy. But even as rappers, if we can't have, like, a little political forum, like my dad might have had, like, a clubhouse, and, you know, he was working on, we could have open mic. We could have, you know, events where thousands of kids in Chicago from all sides of fucked up neighborhoods get to come downtown every Wednesday, which is a place that I didn't really get to see that often as a kid. And, you know what I'm saying, get to understand and get to learn about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and you right, like, that's a whole different, you know, kind of level of political. I never thought about that.
Now with so many artists in Chicago.
I do want to ask him the question. The thing about, so when you said you got to fix things on the inside first, what are those things? It's just like.
Man, personally, man, every day, G, I knew I was out of shape. You know what I'm saying? So I cut out red meat, I cut out pork. I knew I had to get in the gym. You know what I'm saying? But besides that, I knew I had to live life differently. You know what I'm saying? I can't be out all the time. You know, I'm playing Jimmy Fallon today. Mm-hmm. My first time being on here with you, doing, you know, some other things today. I wanted to go out and have fun when I touched down last night. I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't be late for your show. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that I had to better. Right. You know what I'm saying, man? Like, you know, like when you a teenager and you got all this around you, man, the devil's real, man.
Yeah. So fix your shit, then you can go fix the other shit going on in the world.
It's interesting that you talk about feeling like you needed to lose weight, and you said even on the album cover you were bigger, but you still didn't mind being in a Speedo.
You had some titties.
That's the whole thing. I had some titties, see? You know what I'm saying? I had some titties. I was chubby, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I remember my pops, like I said, you know, he is my senior advisor, so, you know, he basically, you know what I'm saying, he's still my dad. He tells me what the fuck to do, right? He told me I had some titties, and he was like, yo, he was like, man, do you want to take this down? He was like, you sure you want to put this out? Like, and I was like, man, yeah. Because just how I am right now, like, it's going to be the same content just because you know what I'm saying? I'm going to put that shit out there, you know what I'm saying? And what happens, whatever comes from it, comes from it. You know what I'm saying?
You speak so passionate about Chicago, and I know there's a lot of artists leave Chicago when they make it. But you and your brother seem like you guys are never leaving Chicago. Why is that?
I'll never leave Chicago, man, because you know what? It's our city. I grew up there. You know what I'm saying? I've done everything there. Everything there. The reason why there's so much passion, the reason why there are, and I'm going to use our platform again, No Name Gypsies, Sabas, Superboys, Dreezys, Tinks. You know what I'm saying?
I love Tink, man.
I know you love Tink. You know what I'm saying? You know, Queen Keys, you know what I'm saying? Zeke's, Bianca Shaw's. The reason why those artists exist is because we come from such a fucked up city and so dark that we have to shine so bright to escape. I knew I wanted to be a rapper when I was 9 because I lived on the south side of Chicago and I knew there was nothing else for me. I love my city. I love the people in it, but it is one of the most segregated cities. It is one of the most corrupt cities. It is one of the most racist cities in America. But it's also the Bennett city, right? And we got to stay there because that's our city. And it's a lot of people that, you know, you get this rap money, you want to go, nah, man, you got to put that money in the schools. You got to stay there. You got to take, because we we don't think like that. Like the Bennetts, we thinking about the next generation. It's not about us. So we not trying to go out in LA. We not all the chains and that's not us. You know what I'm saying?
Why do people feel like they have to leave Chicago? I hear people say that, I gotta leave. You gotta leave in order to make it.
Man, you don't gotta leave in order to make it. You know what I'm saying? King Louis, that's my big brother. He's been there. You know what I'm saying? He's gone through trials and tribulations in Chicago, and he said it himself. You know what I'm saying? To live and die in Chicago, like he gonna be there. That's his city. Chicago affects the world, like. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta see, like, I know, like, y'all in radio, so y'all be seeing all types of amazing music shit, but, like, for some kids that have nothing to do with music, like, going on in their city, like, it's all types of fucking murder. It's all, like, niggas just literally everybody doing anything and everything, just trying to, and all of a sudden, like, this nigga blows up, Chief Keef, and then he in it, and then everybody in your city getting a chance, everybody getting a run at it, and then the next thing you know, your brother blow up. And he the biggest independent artist in the, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I love Chicago so much because it's really still so much there. And every time they might close the door, like, no offense to Vanessa, I love her at XXL, so I love you so much. So I don't mean to say, like, you didn't pick. But when ain't no Chicago people, you know, get picked, for us, we kind of felt like that was a closing door. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? We always kick that shit open. It's always a Raven Lene. It's always a Taylor Bennett. It's always a Smino. It's always a John Doe. And we going to keep growing because our city's still fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And when our city stop being fucked up, y'all gonna hear a lot more happy music.
How do you feel about artists leaving Chicago that made it, that are doing well, and decide, you know what, I'm out?
Keith had to go.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Keith, for some artists,
Keith had to go.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've you know what I'm saying? That's my homie. That's my boy. You know what I'm saying? It's not safe. It's not a safe place.
Right.
This is how we grew up. You know what I'm saying? I don't blame you for being in that situation and being like, I got to get my family up out of here. I don't blame you for that. You know what I'm saying?
Keep getting pulled into anything.
What about
dangerous.
your Kanye? I'm sure they weren't threatening him.
Man, Kanye West, I mean, he's Kanye. What Kanye got to do for Chicago, man? Come on, he's Kanye West. He made me want to rap. You know what I'm saying? He made me know that this shit was even possible. He made me say that I'm going to get on this TV show and I'm going to speak my mind. Before anybody else, it's Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's just all love.
You know what's interesting about Ye? I had that convo with Ye about Chicago, and he said to me, how much more do I have to do? Like, he was like, think about all the people that he's put on from Chicago.
That's real.
Yeah, he was like, I don't, what else am I supposed to do?
I mean, Kanye West has done a lot for Chicago, no matter if y'all talking about Donda's house, no matter if y'all talking about putting Chief Keef into the mainstream to get him multi-million-dollar deals, when he did the I Don't Like remix, or, you know, when he put Vic Mensa on the You Mad shit.
Got Ron Fest a Grammy.
Right. And I'm saying, if you could, you dig. Mm-hmm. So, you know, man, like, everybody always gonna say what other people could do. That's my whole thing. That's why I'm even doing this shit, because that really irks me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all like, nigga, what can you do? You know what I'm saying? And those people that's talking about all this, when he gon', we in Chicago. Kanye might not, I'm there. I'm there. If you in Chicago, you see me. You know what I'm saying? That's just facts.
Now, let me ask you this. It seems like you're also torn about, I see you got your Gucci sneakers on.
I got my nice shoes. I got some nice little Gucci.
And yes.
They're not that nice. They're not the newest ones. Don't zoom in.
But it seems like you're a little bit torn about wanting to have these designer things, but also knowing, like, okay, we're kind of throwing away money in our community on.
Well, no, what's crazy is that I actually didn't buy these Gucci's. These were actually a gift for me. I have bought Gucci stuff before, though, so I don't want to, like, come out. But yeah, no, man, you know something? I'm literally going through it right now. I literally just went through a thing where I gave up all my jewelry. Literally just did it because it's dangerous, because it's too much money, because there's reasons why I wear it, because I want people that don't have as much money as me to feel some kind of way when they see me, because it's a magnet for evil. You know what I'm saying? And with that shit comes power. And that's not the kind of shit that I want around my neck. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, like, I'll be honest, you know what I'm saying? For a long time, I wore jewelry because I wasn't confident in myself. You know what I'm saying? For a long time, I wore jewelry because, you know, I wanted to be the elephant in the room at all times. You know what I'm saying? I'm realizing now, the more you be yourself, the less you gotta, you know what I'm saying, do any of that shit.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Because some people will say, when I didn't have money and I couldn't afford these things, it was a struggle. But now that I can afford it, these luxuries, a lot of people do, you know, when they get some money.
I'll tell you, yo, I'm blessed, man. Like, I live in a nice place. I got a nice pit bull, like a little baby, just turned 1. You know You know what I'm saying? Like I, you know what I'm saying, wake up, I face one, I play some Thug or I play some Kanye, I go to the studio. In my crib, in my little studio room that I set up, it's not that nice, but it's decent. You know what I'm saying? I write a little bit, then I go to the studio, I might see my brother, you know what I'm saying, maybe see my family. You know, I come back home, man, you know what I'm saying? And that's all I need, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that to say that I don't got enough money to go do some other shit, but that's all I need, man, because
you realize what's important in life.
Yeah, man, because that shit'll fuck you up, man.
Yeah.
You know, like being able to, you know what I'm saying, be my brother's younger brother and then see him and also see other people in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, this industry, it's a motherfucker, man.
Was there ever a point where Chance was, not blowing up so crazy because he's blown, so you said to yourself, you know what? Maybe I don't want to do this. It's too much pressure being in this
I'll tell you all the time, yo. I literally, I won't lie to y'all, man, because and if y'all look at any of my other interviews, I always say all this shit happens because of God. I was literally crying on the way over here because I've had so many people tell me that I wouldn't be sitting here. I've had so many people tell me that I couldn't play Jimmy Fallon just because my brother is Chance. Not because I couldn't rap. Just because my brother, like niggas that's like, bro, you cold, be like, yo, but you know your brother Chance the Rapper, bro, people ain't gonna want to see it twice. And I, you know what I'm saying, I went to fucking Harold Washington for a semester, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, I thought about it, but, you know, on the way here, you gotta think about God because God's the reason why I ain't give up.
100%.
It wasn't Chance. It wasn't my dad. It was like, man, look, this is you. You know what I'm saying? And what God got for you is for you and nobody else. So if you're chasing some shit that's not for you, God ain't gonna let you have it. And if you let you have it, you're not gonna like it. You know what I'm saying? And I know that I'm happy doing what I do every day, so that makes me feel confident, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, I'm moving the right way type shit.
You never seem to be like trying to use him to get on either though. Like you ever want to be part of the Save Money crew or anything like that?
Nah, man. You know, I always did my own thing, you know what I'm saying? Like Save Money, you know, those my homies and shit. But you know, man, my whole thing is like I'm trying to be Taylor Bennett. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I know that's what it's gonna come down to. That's where the check's gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I don't need none of that confusion. I don't need none of this group shit, none of that. Because at the end of the day, if I'm working, I'm gonna want to get paid. All that. You know what I'm saying?
Are the major labels knocking at your door crazy now?
Nah.
They're not?
Nah.
Would you entertain it if they were? Because I know independent.
I've entertained it before. I think they just know that my brother has made so
right,
much money
business-wise, you're like,
that
why would
business-wise, like, I mean, like, I was just literally thinking about this yesterday. I was like, labels might just know at this point that my brother has made so much money. Why would I ever sign? Like, if I was to sign a deal, like, why would I sign with them? Yeah. Not that Chance's money is mine or he would ever give me a deal or any shit like that. But if I could see a nigga that looks just like me every day,
right?
Why the fuck would I fuck with you? You know what I'm saying? And I really think also, man, like I said, you know, it's deeper than, you know what I'm saying, all this money shit, man. You know, it's a lot of dark shit that go on in this industry, man. You know what I'm saying?
The what?
And it's a lot of dark shit that goes on in this industry. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't want to entertain that and you don't want to be around it, you really just can't be in it. You know what I'm saying? And I just because me and Chance not signed, all our other friends signed. You know what I'm saying? So we be what they ask. Like, and we be, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I haven't talked to Chance in a minute, but they always say Chance is not really independent. Like
Chance is really independent. Chance has no backers. He has no private investors. He has no parent labels or companies. He has an LLC that's set up as Chance the Rapper. That's his. That's it. That's all. There's no extra. There's nobody. Anything. I'm actually here, so like anything. If you heard some shit, I could explain it probably or possibly if you know what I'm saying. But you know, just I know for a fact, no backers, none of that.
I think they talk about like the deal with Apple was like.
Well, no, but you got to know that was the first deal that Apple ever did for a free project. So there was no money really involved in that, right? But what you guys got to also understand is that Apple made that deal because it was a groundbreaking independent artist that labels weren't, paying radios to play his music on. And this was the first way that he was going to break through. And he knew that, and they knew that. And they knew that streaming was coming in tune within that year, right? That's when that shit was finna
Streaming wasn't
blow
counting
up.
at first.
Streaming,
sales.
I mean, well, not even just that it wasn't counting, but you guys know that is when streaming like started to become a big thing, and people started to, less and less get into the car and turn on Power 92.3, like in Chicago. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
And we doing all this iPhone shit. So I think at that time they realized that this kid that is the king of SoundCloud, right? This major streaming platform that, to them might not be where they want to go. They're like, let's use this kid, let's go. But, it's not just Chance, it's Drake. He did something with Apple. He had a deal. Frank Ocean had a deal with Apple. But what you guys do got to know about Chance's deal is it's the only deal and it's the only project in the history that is free on Apple. So they couldn't even check the analytics of it. They couldn't even see how many people downloaded. That was not even eligible for those things because of the fact that it was a free album. But also know that Chance made them put some free shit on their platform.
Yeah, ain't no major label signing you.
Ain't no major label
fucking know what he's talking about.
He know too much.
Know too much. I might walk out of here and get fucking kidnapped or some shit. Walking around the corner and shit.
Taylor, what's your DMs looking like nowadays?
Man, my DMs look very crazy.
Daniel
and
would like to see him just to make sure. Just for some reassurance.
Just to make sure.
Yo, my DMs look crazy. And I was just
good in there
thinking,
for you? Like,
nah, yo, you know what? I was just thinking how like discomfortable it kind of feels now to go through my DMs and not know what I'm gonna see since I am openly bisexual and anything and everything could be in there. And like when I'm going through, I try to just look for the blue checks, like to see like, okay, maybe this a verified motherfucker trying to talk to me real quick. You know what I'm saying? Because it does blow up. But at the same time, honestly, I do read a lot of my DMs, and a lot of them are from my fans. And believe it or not, I do have a lot of communication with them because a lot of them actually are coming to me to tell me about like stories, you know what I'm saying, about the project, whatever it is. I won't get into it, but
How do women react to that?
Man, I'm going to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? Women, you know what I'm saying? I can't say all women, right? Because that would be wrong. But, the women that I'll talk to, you know what I'm saying, they really appreciate a man that could be honest. You know what I'm saying? A man that could be himself, a man that's not afraid, especially, in this day and age in 2018 where, every nigga feel like he got to have dreads and sag his pants. You know what I'm saying? Be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? That's how I feel about it. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Does it make him nervous at all?
I mean, maybe they think you might cheat on them twice as much. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I mean, like, and then I also, I can't say, I can't really speak. And, I think there's a lot of things in society, even at this point, that make people just uncomfortable. And that's why I'm here doing Be Yourself. So I don't want to say it doesn't. You know what I'm saying? But what I will say is that any girl that I have ever, we've had that conversation. So, it's something that, what I'm saying, is going to come up.
And people appreciate honesty, especially
people
women.
do.
We're so used to people being dishonest about what's really going on. We can appreciate somebody telling us what it really is. You'd be surprised what women are okay with.
Right.
It's got to be stressful to be attracted to every gender, though.
Man, yo, walking down the street.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, it is. It is. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, too, like I said, I've been actually cutting back out of all of that shit. Like all that shit. Like jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Like sex, like, you know what I'm saying? Like kind of still smoking weed.
I thought you were going to say condoms. I was like, damn, you cut back on condoms?
Nah. Like, I feel you.
When he said kinda, I thought he said condoms.
But yeah, I've just been cutting back on all this shit, and one of those things is how many people I be trying to talk to you, like, and DM. My bad.
You think you could be in a monogamous relationship, like just you and one person?
Hell yeah, of course.
Okay.
Do I say that that's this time for me right now? No.
Okay.
Why? Because I'm young. You know what I'm saying? I know what is in the world. I'm not going to try to be somebody I'm not because that's how people get unhappy. You know what I'm saying? So, right now I'm chill. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing my thing.
I always wonder why is it necessary for people to know what your sexual orientation is. Like, I don't.
And I swear that it's not.
Yeah.
But you know why it is necessary? For those people that low-key are prejudiced, are stereotypical. Those people that, want the black only and white only signs on the water fountains and shit. It's important to them. And they'll try to say and mask behind all types of reasons why it's important for them to know. But no, that's why they.
But I think people are tied into your life, and I think there's a lot of people that might be going through the same thing that you went. Yeah. And the fact that you were able to be honest allows them to be honest.
You get them courage.
Love.
A lot of people don't have that parent anymore, so their artist is their parent. It's the person that they look up to, So I think that's a majority of it.
Because I can imagine a lot of people are coming to you like, listen, you made me feel confident enough to be myself.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, it's just,
And why do you have a puff tattoo on your wrist?
So, Puff, this is Chance. So let me put it up so y'all can see my tattoos. So this is Rude. It's my brother's nickname.
Rude?
Rooster.
Rooster.
Because he was skinny when we were kids.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I had cheeks, so they called me Puffy. So
Ruin Puff.
Chance is 773, like Chicago. This is my niece.
You gotta talk it to the mic.
From, like my neighborhood and everything. You know what I'm saying? My bad.
You know what pissed us off up here when
What?
when Chance proposed to his wife and people were mad at him for that.
Yo, he proposed in my grandma's backyard.
And
I
knew it had to have some type of
said.
significance.
I smacked somebody like over that shit because niggas like people do be saying shit. I actually missed that whole thing. Somebody else told me that like that was like a whole thing, and I actually missed it probably because people was commenting on my shit like, man, these rainbow underwear. You know what I'm saying? So I missed that shit doing my whole thing. But you know, I was honestly, I was proud. You know what I'm saying? Like to be able to reach these worldly heights and realize that they're not really shit, and then be able to come back to where your birthplace was and be like, this is where we need to get married because this is the love and this is the energy that I want in our relationship.
Real. Yeah. I said that
Fuck
too.
all that goofy shit.
I said it's gotta have some significance.
Right, and like niggas be talking like all that shit, but they be the same niggas on Instagram like with helicopters spinning and like propose. Get that lame ass shit out of here, Joe.
And
like,
also, she was very happy. Like that's the main thing.
That's
She
all
was
that
happy.
matters.
She was
and
showing
that's-
she was
man.
thrilled. That's what matters. If she loves it, we love it.
Yeah,
That's how it should
Chance
be.
don't get no fuck. Like, you know, so that's just how he is. You know what I'm saying? So he, you know, like people be saying shit like he's one of the, you know what I'm saying, most side, don't give a fuck what I say type people I know.
Did you ever have any issues with your father? Because even the verse you spit in here just now, when I heard that on the EP,
I just say
was
he's
like,
my best friend. Like, how many times you argue with your best friend? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, man, me and my dad growing up, first of all, we're just very much alike. You know, we grew up on the south side, you know what I'm saying? And I live with my dad on the north side even for a minute by myself. But, you know, something about my dad, like I'll tell you, he's gone through this shit. He not nobody that has been in this fucking business for 20, 30 years plus. They don't know what they talking about. He really came from the hood. He really had nothing. He really made something out of nothing into a political job. He really raised his family in the hood, put a black man in the White House. He's not going to agree with me saying that. You know what I'm saying? And still single-handedly raised two men of God. You know what I'm saying? And you know, no matter if we famous, all that bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I think that that's an accomplishment.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I think that, you know, as a black father, that's something to run at. You know what I'm saying? And that's something to be excited about. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I even want him, because what my dad's gift is, I was just talking the other day, what my dad can do, and a lot of people might say, you can't. He has the ability to show people that there is always more to do. That there is always something else that can be done. That the work is never done in any area. That's his gift. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he's my senior advisor, because that's how niggas need to be feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what gets people going. Like, you know what I'm saying? You need that. You know what I'm saying? So
that's going to be a hell of a gift you just did.
What's that?
what?
Because he was like, this is how niggas need to be feeling.
You stupid.
Well, good. That's a hell of a gift for you too, Charlamagne.
We're going to get both of y'all doing it.
Yeah, both of you.
You did that the best.
Thank you for that.
That was such a good thing you said about your pop.
Well, the EP, you can pick it up right now. It's called Be Yourself. And we appreciate you for joining
And I have
us,
one
bro.
last
Man,
question,
thank you
though,
guys,
just
yeah.
about being a black man from Chicago. Do you think that there's a type of expectation to the type of music you're supposed to be in, like what genre, as far as trying to experiment and do rock music? And
I went to Urban Prep. So shout out to Urban Prep. It's 100% African American, all boys, college acceptance school, all in the hood. They take someone, you know what I'm saying, the worst. That's why I went to high school. We had to write a paper on the idea of if you think that artists have a responsibility to create positive music, yes or no. I say no. I say that artists have the duty to paint their environment. For if we don't, who will? You know what I'm saying? And if Chief Keef does not show you what the fuck is really happening on the South Side, the mayor ain't gonna show you that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, with that said, you dig.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us
Thank
this
you guys
morning.
for
Taylor
having me,
Bennett.
man.
Taylor Bennett. It's
Thank
the
you,
Breakfast
guys.
Club. Good morning.